Calgary police say cold, hard facts are leading them to a cold, hard conclusion. Earlier this morning, they charged Douglas Garland with the murder of 5-year-old Nathan O'Brien and his grandparents, Catherine and Alvin Liknes. The peculiar part? No bodies have been discovered. The CBC's Carolyn Dunn is in Calgary tonight, where many in the community are trying to come to terms with this crime. Carolyn?
Well, you know, Wendy, the growing memorial on the Liknes lawn right here behind me is sort of symbolic of the grieving in this community. There are stuffed teddy bears and flowers, expressions of sympathy for the loss of 3 people. And police continue to build a case against the man they say killed them.
Mr. Garland, can you tell us what happened to Nathan O'Brien and his grandparents?
After more than 20 hours in custody, Calgary police paraded their murder suspect, Douglas Garland, 54 years old. He has a criminal past, including producing drugs and faking his identity. He was also mired in a nasty business dispute with Alvin Liknes. Now he's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of Liknes and his wife, Catherine, 1 count of second-degree murder in the death of their grandson, Nathan O'Brien. At the O'Brien's church, many are still trying to come to terms with that news.
I was very sad. I almost cried. But I said, the Lord knows better. And in a way, it might bring closure and help us to move on and to give the family that rest it needs.
With the bodies still missing, people near the Garland acreage in Airdrie are answering a police appeal. Laura Cameron is helping to organize searches of rural land in the area, working with a mapping specialist from the University of Calgary, thinking of her own son.
If this was our little guy, we'd be out there searching every corner. And what we hope is that he's somewhere where we can find him and hopefully his grandparents and bring him home.
Meanwhile, police continue their search of the Garland family property. The decision to prosecute without bodies, while not unprecedented, does pose some difficulties.
The challenges will be to string together enough circumstantial evidence or pieces of evidence that suggest the end result. That is, that this man is guilty of 1 or more counts of murder.
And certainly many people in the Liknes' tight-knit neighborhood will be watching that case very closely.
So, Carolyn, you're right there in the neighborhood where the grandparents' home is. How are people showing their support tonight?
Well, you know, when the family was missing, many people in this neighborhood and across the city wore green ribbons of hope. Tonight, they are releasing green balloons as an expression of support for the grieving families, to show them that they have an army of support behind them.
Thanks so much, Carolyn. Carolyn Dunn in Calgary tonight.